Shalom, my friends. I'm Samuel of Nazareth, and today's the third part in our story of the life of Moses. It's a story about when God calls people in the Bible to take a stand. And so Moses and Aaron, they arrived in Egypt. God had sent them to Egypt to speak to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt, and to tell him to let his people go. But God warned Moses and Aaron that it would take many attempts before Pharaoh would let the people go. He was a stubborn man, and his heart was hard. And so Moses and Aaron did what was asked. They went to Egypt and they had an audience with the Pharaoh. And they approached him and they asked his permission to let the people go. No. If it were that easy, the story wouldn't be worth telling now, would it? Pharaoh didn't believe that the God of the Hebrews was legitimate. How could an invisible God, one invisible God of an entire enslaved people, possibly be more powerful than the entire pantheon of Egyptian gods? And so Moses looked at Aaron, and Aaron threw down his staff, and it turned into a snake. Surprisingly, Pharaoh didn't seem moved by the snake. In fact, he even mirrored the cruel smile of the snake as he looked to one of his men, and his men threw down his own staff, and it too became a snake. Just as Moses was beginning to feel discouraged, his snake swallowed up the other snakes, a sign of who really had the power. Pharaoh didn't seem concerned about the snakes. In fact, he looked at Moses and he told them that the Hebrews belonged to him, that they were the property of Egypt, and he would not let them go. Moses was distraught. Pharaoh was unyielding. So God told Moses to stay calm, that Pharaoh's heart was hard, and to come back and see him tomorrow. And so the next day, Moses and Aaron met Pharaoh down by the river Nile. And they approached him and said, "Pharaoh, the Lord, the God of the Hebrews, has sent us to tell you, let my people go. Let my people go." No. And so God said, "By this you will know I am the Lord." And the first plague came, water into blood, thick, red, stinking. All the people of the land wretched and whore, not a drop left for drinking. Let my people go. No. Frogs came next, emerging everywhere. They wriggled, hopped, and died. Underfoot in the bed, in the dough for bread, they rotted till their bones were dried. Let my people go. No. Lice came next, emerging everywhere. On your face, in your hair, no ceasing. Unable to explain, only one choice remained. The finger of God is here. Let my people go. No, a rush of beast trampled through the land. Pharaoh had no more patience left. Worship your God here, but we must be free. The Hebrew people wept. Let my people go. No, pestilence plague on the beasts of the land. Poor camel, sheep, goats, goats, they're all dead. Not one left alive. How could Egypt survive? The Hebrews will pick up the slack. Let my people go. No, boils, lumps, festering of the flesh. Is it plague? Is it venom? It's God. Relief cannot be found in any ointment or salve. O Egypt, what can be done? Let my people go. No, lightning, hail, devastating storms, the full force of God's wrath unleashed. I'm a sinner, let it stop, said the Pharaoh, fingers crossed. His heart was ever hardening. Let my people go. No, how do locusts loot you then? Think you have not, you will have less. Your time is quick forthcoming. What the storm did not destroy, these pests will well enjoy. Pharaoh, don't put God to the test. Let my people go. No, no water, food for eating. God is physical well-being. What else is possibly left? Oh, the sight you used to see, or set every Hebrew free. Pharaoh, please don't see what's next. Let my people go. No. The 10th plague, the plague on the firstborn. God sent for their lives. He told Moses to tell the people to slaughter a sheep, spread the blood over the doorframe and the doorpost, to burn it over a fire, and to eat it with bitter herbs, unleavened bread, and of course the lamb, and to burn whatever was left. That night there was a great wailing across Egypt, worse than there's ever been or will ever be. Every one of the Egyptian firstborn died that night, even Pharaoh's oldest son. He called for Moses and Aaron. "Leave me! Leave us all! take your people and leave. Take your animals and get out of Egypt. And so Moses, Aaron, and the people finally began to leave. They were free at last. This is the finish of this story, but more will follow in the weeks to come. Join us again in the next installment on this sacred journey in the life of Moses.